Tempers are high and flights are grounded between India and Pakistan after a deadly terror attack in Pahalgam, Jammu and Kashmir, claimed 26 lives, mostly tourists, on April 22nd. The terror outfit, the resistance force linked to Pakistan based Lashkar-e-Taiba, claimed responsibility, reportedly targeting victims based on religious identity. Though the group later retracted its claim, the damage was done. India responded swiftly, closing its airspace to all Pakistani registered, operated, or leased aircraft, including military jets. This sweeping ban, effective from April 30 to May 23rd, came after Pakistan preemptively shut its own airspace to Indian flights, fearing retaliatory airstrikes similar to those India launched after the Uri and Pulwama attacks. India has also suspended the Indus Waters Treaty as part of a broader set of punitive actions. Traces of the attackers' digital footprints across the line of control have only hardened India's stance. Strategically, India's airspace move is more than symbolic. India's move comes in retaliation to Pakistan's earlier airspace restrictions for Indian carriers. But more importantly, it functions as a powerful non military measure, a signal of resolve that imposes tangible costs without escalating into open conflict. This closure adds severe pressure on Pakistan's fragile aviation sector, which operates fewer than 100 aircraft and lacks international appeal. Unlike India, which hosts hundreds of wide bodied jets daily, Pakistani airlines are not global favorites, meaning the financial impetus the sector needs simply isn't arriving. The new restrictions now force Pakistani carriers to reroute, increasing fuel costs and operational burdens. India's airspace holds immense geopolitical and economic value. Though sovereign airspace technically ends at 12 nautical miles from the coast, international agreements and delegated controls extend India's airspace deep into the Indian Ocean. This matters enormously given restricted air corridors over China, sanctions on Iran and Afghanistan, and flight bans over Russia, all of which push global aviation traffic through Indian skies. India manages multiple flight information regions and operates six air defense identification zones along its borders with Pakistan, Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh, Myanmar, and China, plus two in the south. These zones enable early detection of aerial threats, giving India a vital edge in regional security. All inbound aircraft must notify Indian Air Traffic Control at least 10 minutes before entry or face possible interception by the Indian Air Force. This tight control, combined with relatively few no fly zones and a smooth air traffic system, makes Indian airspace far more flexible and efficient than that of many neighbors. The importance of Indian airspace goes beyond aviation logistics. It is a corridor for global trade, a platform for military readiness, and a stabilizing influence in a volatile region. Its openness and efficient management allow it to shape regional air traffic flow while reinforcing India's position as a net security provider in the Indian Ocean. In this context, India's airspace closure after the Pahalgam terror attack serves as a sophisticated strategic tool, imposing economic and diplomatic costs on Pakistan while asserting control over a vital resource. It highlights how modern geopolitics is no longer just about land and sea, but also the skies above.